to the Be Better podcast with Infinity Real Estate Services. True stories from Bakersfield's business owners and entrepreneurs. We have sold over 50,000 homes in the Kern County area, and we are still going. Delete your limiting beliefs. If you have a dream, turn it into a goal. Only massive, inspired action will get you to where you want to be. If you're starting a business or looking to grow one, you're in the right spot. Welcome to the Be Better experience.
Hi, good afternoon and welcome. I'm Natalie Gallegos. I'm a realtor here with Infinity Real Estate, and this is my friend and coworker, Shawn Baldwin. She is a substance use specialist, and in addition to being a realtor, I'm also a mental health clinician or therapist. So today we're going to be covering some topics of being a realtor, a woman realtor, an entrepreneur, and a therapist, and a mom. So we'll get right into it. Welcome, LaShawn. Thank you for being here.
Hi there. Thank you. Thank you for having me here. And we'll start our questions. So why don't you tell us about yourself and where you were born and raised?
Yeah, so I was born and raised right here in Bakersfield, California. I've had the privilege and big fortune of being able to travel kind of throughout the states and to different countries. I am an Army veteran, so through Army's orders, I was, sent to different places, different states, like beautiful North and South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Arizona, and one of the most beautiful states that I've been to is Colorado. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And how did your real estate career begin?
Ooh, good question. I think to answer that one, I would have to go back to kind of when I was 13 years old. I kind of started my entrepreneur career, if you will, as a teenager. I started doing kind of hair. I love doing hair and makeup. So it was funny. My family kind of would hire me to do their hair and makeup for weddings and quinceañeras. And that's kind of how my small business started. Okay. And then after that, funny story, after high school, I was scouted by a family friend, to join their real estate company. So I was just 18, straight out of high school. And so I tried to take the real estate exam. Okay. but I failed. I think my mind wasn't fully in it just yet. Okay. I kind of had to live a little more and experience life. And so, yeah, I tried taking the real estate exam a couple of times and failed. So fast forward, I went ahead and got I went to school. I got my bachelor's in business management here from Cal State, which was pretty cool. And then after that, I enlisted in the military, went off to the Army and did a lot of fun, a lot of fun stuff. And then afterwards, when I got out of the Army, I kind of wanted to figure out, what am I going to do next? So I came back to Bakersfield and I started a master's program to become a therapist. And so at that time, I was like, I need to have something to kind of support me through school and also keep me sane and busy. Yes. So I pursued my real estate career again. And this time, I finally passed the exam and became licensed. And so I kind of went through school and started doing real estate at the same time. And I've been doing it since. I haven't stopped. It's been a lot of fun. I've gotten to help a lot of families, a lot of friends, and it's been a really rewarding journey. So that's the long story of how my real estate career began and kind of where we're at now. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, I like that. Who or what inspired your entrepreneur mindset?
Wow. So I think someone who's been super inspirational to me has been my mom. As a little girl, watching my mom be a business owner was super inspiring. You know, she's a girl on fire.
I like that.
Yeah, she's a go-getter. She's super fearless, and when she sets her mind to something, she goes and does it. And so I think that's kind of where my entrepreneur mindset came from, is watching her being so fearless and just going and setting goals for herself and getting them done. So
Okay, yes. What challenges have you faced as a woman in the real estate industry?
Oh, that's a great question. So I think when I think of challenges as a woman in real estate, I also think of challenges as women in any other, position that I've held. And a lot of the times I've noticed that I've had to work extra hard to kind of prove that I can do the work, that I'm capable. And so I think sometimes I've gotten the sense that, definitely not here at Infinity, definitely, in different places, like, okay, they see a woman and it's like, oh, well, can you get the job done? Are you capable? And so to that, I let my work speak for itself.
Okay.
And yeah.
Yeah, thank you. What are some of the most common challenges your clients face, and how do you help them navigate through the issues?
I think a common challenge that my clients face is just kind of the fear of the unknown. When they don't know what's going to happen, especially in real estate, when helping clients, buy or sell a home. And if it's their first time, they don't know what to expect. And I think as human beings, that's kind of how we all function. If we don't know what the future holds, we're kind of scared and worried, okay, what's going to happen? How am I going to get through this? And so the way that I help my clients is, okay, I basically give them a roadmap of the next 30 to 40 days and what that's going to look like. And so for me, I'm a very visual person. So I like to share that visual with my clients, and I let them know, okay, this is day 1, 3, 10, so on and so forth. And so when we're kind of going through the whole escrow process, we know exactly where we're at.
Okay.
And so we have the same roadmap, and we can reference back, okay, we're on day 3, so this is what's happening now, we're on day 10, and so on and so forth. So kind of giving them that peace of mind that, okay, here's our schedule and our roadmap, and we're going to get to the final finish line eventually, and we get there together. So,
all right. Thank you. What have been some challenges you faced as a realtor and as a therapist and as a mother?
It's a loaded question. There's definitely been some challenges, I think, in all those areas of my life. I think one of the biggest challenges has been, my own insecurities, my own fears. And so just one way that I've kind of overcome those insecurities and fears is remembering the things that I have accomplished,
Yes.
what's helped me get to this point, and reaching out to others for help. I don't always know everything, and that's okay.
Yes.
And reaching out for help has been a huge challenge for me. I've had to learn along the way to ask other people for help, but that has been a huge saving grace for me.
Yes, yes. The next question. What has your experience been like working here at Infinity?
I think if I could sum it up in one word, it would be blessed. Working at Infinity has opened so many doors for me and opportunities that I didn't really think were possible.
Okay.
And I'm grateful for our leader, Lee Barrison. Like he's been super supportive. He's helped me learn some really valuable life lessons and things that I can apply to my real estate business. So things like accountability, how important it is to set goals, but also to have an accountability partner.
Yes.
because a lot of times, we set goals for ourselves, but it's like, okay, who's going to hold us accountable? So having an accountability partner for me has been huge.
Okay.
And really life-changing. And I think the relationships that I've built here at Infinity with everyone, all the other agents, and with our clients, helping them reach their goals while also helping each other as agents reach each other's goals and holding each other accountable.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What are some of your career successes?
Ooh, I like that. I think some successes are when I get to hand my clients their keys, to their new house.
Yes.
That's a huge success. It's like, okay, we did it. They trusted me, and they could have trusted anybody else in this world to help them with that purchase, and they trusted me. And to me that means a lot. So being able to hand my clients the keys to their new home, helping them, sell their home when they're on their way to do other things, other adventures. Either they're upsizing, downsizing, or they're moving out of town. And so helping them through that whole process. And something that stands out to me is like when we go do like a final walkthrough in their home. And the kids are so excited, and they're like, oh, look, this is where I'm going to do my homework. This is where I'm going to put my toys.
Yes.
And then moms are like, he doesn't even like doing homework, but he's planning where he's going to do his homework.
Yes.
So that's really special.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. What roles does continuing education play in maintaining and advancing in your career?
Wow, I think continuing education is important because it's a way to kind of grow and stay up to date with all the changes in laws, changes in technology, and I love learning new things. So continuing education to me is really important, and so I try to stay on top of that every year.
All right, thank you. How do you stay motivated and resilient when facing setbacks or failures?
Ooh, when facing setbacks or failures, I have a lot of faith in God. I think first and foremost, I put my faith in God. I thank Him for all the hardships and the successes. I think it's definitely helpful to have some failures and setbacks because that shows us who we are.
Yes.
And helps us to become even more resilient and strong. So number one would be God. I think number two, I lean on my support system, my family, my friends. They have been so huge for me to be where I am today. Without my family, I don't think I would be here today. They've been super helpful in every sense of the word help. And then I also think back, to all the other difficult struggles that I've experienced in my life.
Okay.
I think if I made it through that, I can definitely make it through this.
Yes.
And so that really helps me to push forward.
Yeah, I like that. Great answer. I love that. What encouraging words would you like to share with other inspiring entrepreneurs?
Ooh. What I would say is get to know yourself. Get to know who you are. Get to know what sets your soul on fire. And then set your goals for yourself and just do it. Don't let anything hold you back. Don't wait for the right time. Don't wait for the right moment. I think if there's something that you really want to do and you feel it in your soul, just do it.
Yes, I like that. Set yourself on fire. I like that. Yes.
And one more thing.
Yes.
This has been super helpful for me is to create a vision board.
Yes.
Like literally go to the dollar store and get a big old poster board and put on there all the things that you want to accomplish.
Yes.
Whether it's the rest of the year or for the next, 1 or 2 years, I think it's really helpful. Again, I'm visual, so this vision board is super helpful.
Yes.
Put all of your goals and dreams on there, and then find an accountability partner.
Yeah, I like that. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. So what are some tips for achieving a work-life balance, especially for women juggling roles and responsibilities?
Ooh, definitely reach out to your support people, your family, your friends. I think as women, we often feel like we have to do it all. And I mean, I'm sure that we can, but why do we don't have to, you know?
Yes.
So reach out for help, you know, elicit help from your family, your friends, coworkers even. And yeah, don't be afraid to ask for help. I know for a
Yes.
long time I was afraid to ask for help because it would mean if I ask for help, maybe I can't do something, or it would prove, you know, that I'm not capable. But it's like, no, it's okay to ask for help.
Yes.
And yeah.
Yeah,
So.
I agree with that. Yes. What are some tips for achieving a work-life balance, especially for women? I just asked that, huh?
Oh yeah,
I
that's
did.
okay.
Yes.
That was a good one. Yeah.
So what are you most grateful for?
Wow. I'm most grateful to God for good health. I think it's important to have good health. With good health, we can basically do just about anything. Without health, it's impossible to do things. And,
Yes.
And I say from experience, you know, from facing a lot of medical issues in the past, yeah, it's really hard to do anything when you're not in good health condition. But so I'm grateful for good health. I'm grateful for the relationships that we've built along the way. I'm grateful for my family, for my friends, and for the opportunity to be able to do real estate, to do therapy, and to get to work with you.
Yes.
And everybody
yes.
here at Infinity. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thanks for answering all of my questions. And yes, great answers. Great. Yes. And thank you for being a friend.
Thank you, LaShawn.
Yes.
And if it's okay, I'd like to ask you maybe one or two questions.
Sure.
Okay. So I mentioned earlier that you are a substance use specialist.
Yes.
Do you mind just sharing a little bit of like what your role is and where you work at?
Well, first of all, I work for the Kern County Superintendent of Schools. I'm a substance abuse specialist for middle school age children. This is my first year. I did a big career change from special ed to substance abuse, and I love it. I really love it. And just, at the end of the year, we wrapped it up, and just getting positive feedback, just from 2 kids just made my year. How thankful they were, and how, someone talked to them and explained to them, the harm of the substance that they're experimenting with. And yes, I love it. Yeah. And I'm glad, I met you. We worked together, and I have enjoyed it. You're my therapist. I'm your therapist. And we have a great time. I love it. Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing a little bit about you and what you do for our children here in our community.
Yes,
we really
thank
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you. And thank you for being here, for joining us. And with that, I think we'll wrap things up today. So
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you. Yes.